deal. Just gonna paint it. Just paint it. These little pieces are because I cut this wrong. So measure twice, cut once. It's just like brand used, baby. Welcome to RCindustry. Well, we better turn that off. We wouldn't want to promote anybody else's music, you know, and pay to promote someone else's music. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, we're back for another day, and we're just going to have to move right on because I'm kind of running out of time. I got to get this thing done. So, what I want to do before I sand this in here where we left off and prime it is I want to get these little places right here patched in. And we got one here. These need to be patched in. And then I've got some spots up there, but I think I'm going to do something different up there. I've got some metal tape that's real sticky, and I'm going to put on those, and then we're going to coat this whole thing with bed liner once we get this patched up. So anyway, that's where we're at. Come along for the ride. Well, we got that cut out. Let's see what it looks like here. Spot right there, we may have to grind some of that out. Same way with this. We have to grind a little more of that out of there. Okay, let me grind this out and let's get this cleaned up and I'll show you more. Okay, well I got all that cut out and I got my pieces all made to weld back in here. Funny thing, and I had forgotten about this, the punching or the stamping for these beds is not exact. And I ran into this about 30 years ago, but I forgot. So basically, I just bought a big patch panel, right? So, and it goes in this section here. So these ribs are not the same as these ribs over here. So when I go to weld this one in, I'm gonna have to kind of beat and weld and beat and weld. So they're not gonna match up perfectly, but as long as it's keeping the, you know, the snow and the rain out, that's all I'm really worried about. Anyway, just a little piece of advice, if you're going to order a patch panel, I should have ordered the patch panel for the right side and the left side, but you know, I was just trying to save money. So anyway, let's get the welder over here and get set up and let's get this welding in. Oh, and by the way, I drilled holes in here and here because we're going to plug weld that once we get this welded in. And that'll help secure, you know, any kind of movement here to the actual, you know, metal or the framing of what's left of the framing. It's pretty rusted out too, but it's solid on the sides and on the top over, so it'll work. It'll work. Show you more. All right, let's see if we can get some of this welded up. Hey, don't forget about JB's little shop, you know, and watch them loose lug nuts. They can bust holes in your windows. I've seen the aftermath. All right, let's see if we can get this turned on here. And I'm probably not going to show you all this. I mean, you already know I don't know how to weld. So we don't need to, you know, continue to dwell on that fact. So anyway, here we go. These little pieces are because I cut this wrong. So measure twice, cut once. Okay, as you can see, I think you can see, I just tacked this all in here, and we'll go around and just get this all welded up. When we get right in here, again, it doesn't match up quite right because this aftermarket bed piece is a little different than the original. And I think somebody's put a patch panel in here before. That's why this is different. So we're kind of working on this is probably at least the second time this truck's been worked on, you know, for rust. So so we'll finish this one up, and then we'll do the same thing over here, and I'll just show you more. Okay, I got that all welded in there on both sides, as you can see. So what I want to do now is take my flapper wheel up there and just kind of run over those welds and make sure that I got all the holes filled in. Had a pretty big gap up there, so I had to take a piece of welding rod and kind of lay in there, and you know, it's not the way to do it, but it's the way I do it. Okay, well that's about all we can do today. We got that all swept out. I went through and caulked all this. We put some short strand fiberglass over them little pinholes that were there, and there was some back there. And I went ahead and I had some left, so I filled in all the low spots here, and we'll sand that out when we sand all of this tomorrow. Just waiting on the air compressor to shut off. So I don't know what I was saying when the air compressor kicked on, but I guess that's all we're going to do for today. We got to let this dry so we can sand it, like I said, and I'll show you more. Well, hey guys and gals, I wanted to take this brief instant to let you know the best way to support this channel is to get your RCindustry merch. Trucker hat, hoodie, we got gray t-shirts, we got black t-shirts, and we got white t-shirts. And since it's cold outside, of course, like I said, we have hoodies, and these come in all 3 colors as well. So stay warm out there, and remember, go to Shop RCindustry and get all the merch. Thanks for supporting the channel. Well, we're back today for what I hope is the final day on this project. Appreciate you staying this long. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the DA and we're just going to smooth up any of this short strand fiberglass that we touched things up with. And then we're going to, get all this scuffed up because we're going to paint this. And let me swing you around here. And we're going to use a combination of roller and brush. And I'm going to put hardener in it, but I'm just not going to spray it. It's cold out, and I don't want to have to try to, mask all this off, and I'm just not going to do it. So it's not that big a deal. I'm just going to paint it. Just paint it. Okay, so we got that sanded down, feels pretty smooth. This tractor paint we're using with hardener in it it'll just stick to anything. So I'm not worried about, I'm not going to sand this part down. I mean, we cleaned it, we just swept it out. It's going to be what it's going to be. So let's get this stuff mixed up and I'll show you how I'm going to put it on. Show you more. You've seen me mix up paint before. I'm going to get me a bucket, and we're using this Ford Tractor Blue, and we're going to put a little white in with it, which is right up here. And we'll just have to keep playing with it till we get the right color. And then we'll put some hardener in it, and we'll just get to it. Show you more. Okay, well, we got the paint mixed up here. And we're going to use this pan here kind of as a roller pan. And we're going to cut in with this brush, and then we're going to use this roller on the flat spots and kind of over the brush marks. And basically, we're just painting. You know, this modified Ford Blue here, because that's what it is. It's pretty close to what was there. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. It's better than what it was. So anyway, let me get this all cut in, and I'll kind of show you more. It's just like brand used, baby. This works pretty good. These little foam things will, with this hardener and stuff in it, they won't last real long, but I think we can get it done before they kind of swell up and doesn't like this kind of paint, you know. But I think it's going to turn out pretty good. You'd think I've done this before. I painted the whole truck this way one time. From the curb, everybody thought I'd spend $2,000 or $3,000 painting my truck, but no, I just used these little foam rollers, and you know, that's the way you do it. That's the way I do it, anyway. So, let me get this finished up, and I'll bring you back when I got her done. Show you more. Well, hey, it's Rick here, and today I just kind of wanted to tell you about, we're going to start some memberships on the channel. If you want to join, you can. Level 1 is the Show You More level, and that's the lowest level you can get in on, and you're going to get early access to all the videos, and you're going to get priority answers on your comments, and we're going to have you know, loyalty badges, so you'll have all that kind of stuff if you're into that. And level 2 is called Just Like Brand Used, baby, and you're going to get all of the 3 things that I already mentioned, plus you'll get membership shout outs. So if you want to join, please feel free to do that. I set those levels up as low as I could price wise, so you know, if you want to join, please join. You will get some, like I said, you'll get some early access. There'll be some video clips and little information shout outs and stuff that non-channel members won't see. So, you know, go ahead and if you want to click on that and join, that'd be great. I appreciate it, but hey, you don't have to. Okay, well, there you have it. Chevrolet Blue, you know, matches pretty good. Went ahead and painted the inside of the tailgate, so you can see that over there. So that'll be drying. And yeah. Hey, don't forget about Micah's channel over there, you know, Empire of Rust. Go check it out, subscribe, you know, all the good stuff. Yeah, well, big shout out to one of our members, Justin Dwyer. So Justin's been one of our members now for over 6 months, so hello to him. And yeah, So you can all go over there and hit the old like button or the membership button and join. All of that money coming in from the memberships is what's fixing all this up, and we're going to be getting a couple of new vehicles coming in, so we got lots more stuff that's going to be happening here in the next month or so. So probably after we button this up, I'm going to get the Dodge over here. It still hasn't sold, so we'll probably start welding in some of the patch panels on that. So that's coming up. If you're a member on the channel, you probably already know that. Don't forget about shop RCindustry and get your merch. Yeah, we got hoodies and hats and shirts and, just go on over there and shop RCindustry.com and make your purchases. Christmas is coming up, so anyway. All right, well, we're gonna have to let this dry. I will tell you that that foam roller I got to the point where it was starting to come apart right here at the end. So it took about 40 minutes to do all this because I knew that activator in there would probably eat that foam up, and it did. So anyway, we'll let this dry. It ought to be dry enough to put the tailgate back on it tomorrow. And yeah, that's just the way it is. I know this was kind of a long video, and I'm bloviating right now. So anyway, as always, we're making it just like brand used, baby.